Hey, Motorman here. I know a lot of people are confused about what course I offer and what courses I have. It's called the Ride Like a Pro course. It's based on the Motor Officer course. If you've watched any of my videos, you'll notice that everything's based on 24 feet because for the average rider, 24 feet is enough of a challenge. And out on the street, that's what you got, 24 feet. If you want to turn around, you need to be able to do that within 24 feet. Occasionally, I have riders who are highly skilled when they come to the class or have been to the class before, and they want more of a challenge. And I easily do that because I could just move a couple of cones around for those people, and they can go a different way than the average rider that's in the class. Now, if you're not practiced, you hadn't practiced before, as long as you got a good handle on the slow race, you're ready for my course. If you need it easier than what we normally offer, I can do that as well. So take a look at these guys. I'm going to show you the differences and how good these guys really are. They're ready for competition if that's what they'd like to do. So take a look. First thing I did with these riders who wanted more of a challenge was I put all three of them in the Snowman exercise at one time. You got 30 feet to the left, the next one is 26 feet to the right, and the last one is 24 feet to the left. No big deal, but when you got three bikes in there at one time, well, that last guy, he's got to be pretty quick. They passed this challenge with ease. Next thing I wanted some 18-foot turns. Now I'm going to try them out with some 18-foot turns. If they can make this, they'll be ready for an 18-foot intersection. First rider makes it easily. This rider, again, pretty easily. He's a little bit wide, just a few inches, but that's okay. Next rider on the Road King, he makes it easily. Like I said, he's been here a couple of times. Now we have the intersection set up 18 foot wide by 20 feet long, and this is our least familiar rider with the course, and he makes that first 18-foot turn, but he doesn't get his head and eyes over fast enough to get his bike all the way to the right, so he can't make it. His turn is too wide. His right turn, good there, but once again, he doesn't get his head and eyes over fast enough, and he can't make it. This rider who's been to at least two classes, maybe three, he has no problem with this. He knows all about head and eyes. I've drilled it into him. Of course, you got to be in the friction zone, got to have a little pressure on the rear brake, but they all know that. This rider, second time at the class, highly skilled, loves to practice, and it shows because he makes it easily.
Now you made it 5 times.
The third time was the charm for this rider.
Mind over
Gets
matter.
his head and eyes around really quick, then does it again.
Beautiful.
Turns his head and eyes. He knows the friction zone, he knows about the rear brake, so all he had to do is turn his head and eyes a little bit faster. But wait, there's more. Whenever the riders say they want a challenge, well, I want to give it to them.
So what do you think of the cruel Ride Like a Pro course?
I like it. I love this stuff. I have like a real passion for it now.
All right, give me a circle over there. U-turn, circle.
Okay.
By adding the circles inside it, the legs, so you got to make an 18-foot circle. It forces you to use your head and eyes to the extreme, and that's what we need to do when the course is this tight.
This is going to be a U-turn.
The more you use the techniques, when you use them to their fullest extent, the better rider you're going to be. The circles are really nice and clean. Let's watch this next rider.
And then out.
This is his first time trying a 18-foot circle. And like I said, hadn't been to the class before, but he had practiced on his own and does a great job. Once he realized he could do it, it was no problem at all. Turns his head faster and further and easily makes it. The reason we do circles, as I said, it forces you to turn your head and eyes and keep it turned until the circle is completed. It's not because you're going to do a circle on the street. It's just a way of getting that technique down pat every time. This rider, of course, also makes it, and they really enjoyed the cruel Ride Like a Pro course. I also want to remind you that I have another channel called Muscle Cars Old and New. I've probably got at least 15 or 20 videos up on that channel. The last one I just did was part 4 of the Mecum auction in Kissimmee, Florida, 2026, just a couple of weeks ago. And boy, if you've ever been to one of these auctions, they have some fantastic cars. I didn't get to video every single one of them, but I got a couple of hundred at least. I know I've been into muscle cars since I was a kid, and I'm betting a lot of you that are around my age or within 10 years of my age are into it as well. It's something I think you'll enjoy, and you probably learn something there as well. So go to Muscle Cars Old and New, and make sure you comment. I'm still trying to get 1,000 subscribers on that channel. Thanks for watching.